amount of weapons and versatility that you have with your guys.
Well, we have the most depth I think we've had here in a long time, and definitely since I've been here, the most depth of position with Bubble and BJ and Gerald and Jalen and even Keith and Zeke. All those guys have great skill sets right now. The older guys have kind of set themselves ahead, just because they've been in the system. And, Gerald, because he's played college ball, so those guys have kind of set themselves apart from the younger guys.
This is what you guys wanted. I know Sean talked about wanting to have multiple tight ends and being able to use different guys. This is kind of what you've recruited for, right?
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, this offense it's a West Coast offense, but it depends highly on the tight end. You got to have tight ends that can move, that can do different things, and with the guys we have, they can play out of so many different sets, so much versatility with the athleticism they all have, and they all play pretty physical, which gives us the ability to put them all over the place.
Ryan drew a lot of compliments from Sean yesterday, his versatility and just what he can do. Just talk about him being kind of the veteran guy. Some other guys have been around, but he's a veteran player.
Yeah, he's the veteran. He's the quiet leader in the group. He leads by example, along with the other guys. But he's been in the system for a whole year before. He had a spring, he had a fall, and so he's got the system pretty intact as well. And he's trying to learn the other positions too, not just his. So he knows everything conceptually now.
Looking back last year, you don't want an injury, but when he got injured, you guys moved Jalen and BJ over. Would you have moved him over, you think, had maybe this year, had you not had that injury, or was it fortunate enough that you did that and they showed what they could do?
I think it's kind of fortunate. I'm glad they both. I'm not glad that Ryan got hurt, but I'm glad we got the opportunity to work with both those guys because they're both very smart kids and picked up the offense very well, and they do multiple amount of things for us right now.
Talk about
BJ doing better now than he was during the bowl practice and in the bowl game.
I think just picking up the offense, as far as physicality, he brought that when he first came. We saw a different kind of attitude with those two guys, and his picking up assignments on every assignment, pass and run, he's been much better at that than anything else.
the new guys, Gerald Christian, Tobridge. Comment on those guys a little bit.
Gerald's been doing a great job. He's been playing very physical. He's kind of set a different tempo and a different attitude for the whole group because he's playing very physical. He's playing with much better technique than he did in the spring and even when he came in the fall. So he's kind of, him and Hubble are, in a two-way street. He even knows right now for that starting line position right now.
How much did it help that he was here for a year, obviously, so he got to see and pick up things and be around? That has to be a huge help for him.
Yeah, I think it was a huge help for him. Anytime you're in a system and you get to be around it for a certain amount of time, the more you get drained, the more it gets in your blood and your system, I think the better it is for you.
And about Tobridge, he's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He surprised us with how well he moved. We knew he moved well, but he's got very soft hands. He's pretty assignment sound, so he's doing some really good things for us and picking up the offense naturally.
I think when we saw him in recruiting film, we thought, oh, he's a natural left tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, is that still a possibility, or
no? After the things we've seen this pre-practice and preseason, there's no way I want to let him go. So he's going to be a very good target down the years for us.
What about Zeke?
Zeke's doing very well as well. He's not picking up as well as the other guys are, but him and Keith are probably on the same plane as far as assignments. But he's a big athletic kid that can run like the wind, so he's got a high upside as well.
Sean said yesterday that Hunter's out for a while. Is that?
Yeah, he's got an unfortunate injury to his neck, so I'm not really sure what they're going to do, what's going to happen. So we'll see.
I mean, it was just an extra. I mean, he was another body. I mean,
yeah, he was a big body. He's a good kid, and he picked up the offense pretty well. But it's unfortunate to see what happened.
wide receiver core gets a lot of hype. Do your guys get jealous at all, or?
They really don't. And I think it's just a mentality, a team mentality, because they got a guy like Teddy that he wants no hype. We don't really care about hype. We'll just wait till game time comes to show him what to do.
How do you, Sean has to answer this, but how do you guys keep everybody, happy, I guess is the right word, but keep everybody satisfied? Because you have so many weapons, and your position in general, just so many guys. How do you keep them all satisfied?
I think you go back to last year, 11-2 in Sugar Bowl 1, so it's all about the W at the end of the day. You're not really worried about how many touches you can get, so you'll get your touches, and if it amounts to a win, that's what's the best thing for the team.